Good morning, everybody. My name is Narayan Buragai, and I'm representing the Agile customer for this project. So today we are just doing a user role modeling workshop here. So our team members represent various internal and external stakeholders, and we'll be talking about how these users will be interacting with the system, for what purpose, and what are the skill levels that they need to have. So let me start with the project. So our project is property management system. Property management system basically targeted for rental property buildings, and we'll be developing this project using Monstack, MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. So now now our team members will be introducing themselves.
Hi, good morning. My name is Amarbeer and I'm acting as a resident. Hi, my name is Alishan Shalwani and I'm the property staff.
Hi, my name is Siva Raut and I'm the property administrator.
Hi, I'm Jumogang Tran and I'm a QA.
Hi, my name is Ravi. My role is a developer.
Hi, my name is Harneet Kaur. Today I'm acting as a business analyst.
Okay, so let's brainstorm the possible users for our system. So we'll be the first one. We'll be interacting with the system.
Like we'll have, first of all, we'll have, I think, internal and external, right?
Yeah.
So like,
It may be
yeah.
internal, external, yeah. So let me put external here first because they're more important, right?
Yep.
So who are the possible external?
Agile
users?
customer,
Yeah, Agile customer.
property administrator,
Okay, property administrator.
Property staff. Or that include in the administrative part or? the
yeah,
staffs?
that is like more of the property management staff.
College students.
The roles.
What was the third one?
Residents.
Residents.
Support staff, right?
So yeah,
Support
property
staff.
management staff or
Yeah.
support staff,
And the resident?
and the last one is residents.
Support staff. Yeah, it can be. Who maybe the support staff? Yeah.
Accountants,
Accountants, yeah.
security guards,
Security guards,
Maintenance
cleaners.
staff.
maintenance staff, electrician,
Yeah.
plumbers.
plumbers, yeah.
Yeah.
And one more like residents.
Yeah.
Uh,
The most important users are
yeah.
residents of that property. Right? So for external, sorry, regarding internal stakeholders, who are the possible users of the system?
Project coordinator.
Project
Coordinator.
coordinator, yeah.
Developers.
Developers, yeah.
business analyst, QA,
Yeah.
and professor.
Yeah, next one is professor, right?
Yeah.
Professor is the one who will be overseeing us throughout the implementation. So, are there any other like possible users of the system? I think that should be.
That's pretty much.
Even other than
Yeah, these are like the main users we need. unless
You say like college student something, right? Yeah.
Half of the resident.
Yeah.
So residents are those like who are
Residents,
currently
residents
living.
include all
Yeah,
those, right?
residents
College
or
students
tenants,
and
whatever.
other professionals.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah.
but sometimes what happens is that even
New
when some
resident.
people don't live there, they may be visiting the website
Yeah.
and looking at things, right? Or the
Yeah.
For
these things,
researching.
yeah.
That's
Or
right.
the
Yeah.
apartments are available or not. This on you. Any other? Are there any other people? That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so how are these users similar and different?
You mean similar and different?
Yeah.
So I think so. What happens is residents and college students
Yeah.
they're pretty much the same, but at the same time the different sense that you said that people would be coming in,
Yeah.
like college students would be coming in, and residents would be renting the place.
Yeah.
So that I think that's the difference. So I think if we make college students as residents, then we can narrow it down a little bit.
So like that in one category.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can be professional workers.
Yeah. That too.
And what's the difference in property administrator and support staff? They're almost using the system the same way, right?
That's right.
Always the same way,
Yeah.
because in this person's absence, like other people will be looking at the whole system.
Yeah.
So let's put them together.
I think the
Yeah.
property administrator is looking at a higher level, like control everything.
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
staff is just part of that, just the
Yeah.
task.
That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but we'll put them together, but there is a difference, yeah. Like there
Yeah.
is one difference too, right? And however, as our customer,
It still goes under that category where property admin and support staff is, but then just because they're the owner of the entire building,
yeah.
they'll still be on top of that, but under the same category.
So in the same group, right?
Yeah.
And here, everybody in the same group.
Developers QA, or no, they are like I think project coordinator and prof would go together or no?
I think these four will go in the same group, right? They will
I
work
think-
together.
Yes.
Yeah, they are working together.
Yeah.
Like the business analyst is
Yeah.
gathering the requirements,
Yeah,
and then
and
the
professor will be like more external, he will be
Right.
overseeing everything, but they all be together.
So all the four that we see up there would be under the SDLC.
Yeah, SDLC, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Can we add stakeholders?
Yeah, all of them are stakeholders.
Well,
These
Yeah,
are
all-
yeah, all of
internal
them.
and external
Yeah.
stakeholders.
Okay.
Because those who have interest in this, in the whole
System.
project, right?
Yeah, they are all
The
involved,
stakeholders,
right?
and these are the people who have interest.
Right.
So now let's move
Alright.
to,
Wanted to focus on these parts as well, I think, right? Or what?
yeah. Now next thing is that how these users will interact with the system, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So since I represent Agile customer, so while interacting with the system, my focus will, as an Agile customer, I'll be looking at all the data regarding how many residents are there, what is the cash flow, I mean, how many of them are paying, how regular is that, and I'll be looking at the number of staff working for that, and looking at like I'll be interested in looking at overall scenario of the whole property. So
So
how will property administrator interact with the system?
you look at how many staff, how many
Yeah,
residents.
Yeah.
probably administrator has to go through all the details. Like I need to have like the data of all the residents living in my property, right?
Yeah.
So like, and how they will be able to like, interact with the system. I mean, they have to be
Sending,
trained
yeah,
in
looking-
order to.
Looking at service requests,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Assigning those things to support staff
Yeah.
and
And all like we need to check out the maintenance and all those. We need to have like the request from the maintenance residents to have like the maintenance work order and all
He-
those things. We need.
He's gonna
our system.
assign all the roles to the
Yeah.
workers, like
yeah.
different persons. If someone goes in and out, he's
Yeah.
gonna assign
Yeah.
who's gonna be who.
So property administrator will be receiving service requests, assigning them to support staff,
Yeah.
and will be sending messages to everybody in this area, right? As our customer is didn't support staff anyone except this one, except College Eastern. You are sending it to the College Eastern, right? So how will support staff use the system?
So for support staff, we can have a bunch of roles that can fall under that category. So we can have plumbers, we can have accountants, we can have security. So then the people who clean and everything. So that falls under support staff. Now let's take an example of accountant. Accountant would get information from the system, and then who has paid, who hasn't paid their rent, and who needs to pay. So they will be sending notification to the residents and letting them know that they need to pay their rent or get paid extra rent. So the system will help them figure that out. And then security will use a system in one way. Well, we probably don't have the functionality for that yet, but we definitely will in the future, and that will be the CCTV cameras and stuff. So you'll be using the system for that. And then for plumbers, of course, who came in and who went out, the system will be catering for that part as well. So all that can be taken care of with the help of the system. Yeah, that's pretty much the support staff.
I think the book amenities,
Mm-hmm.
for example, like
Yeah.
coffee room and all this stuff,
Mhm.
commonly used. So this is how, oh yeah, I put it in the wrong way, right? Put it in the wrong place. I put them here.
Yeah.
View request. To view tasks done. And that have to be done. And to prove amenities. Basically these things, but there may be more, right?
Yeah.
So we already discussed about this, but let me jot down what we did. The first thing is that you'll send messages and track service request. Assign tax, right? These are basic things. So as our customer represents the property owner, will view data regarding residents and the payments, and
And
also
staff.
like staff, right? And to yeah, to be accounting data, like what's the return that he's getting from the investment, right? And we're looking at money. So these are, this is why they use with the system, right? So what will project coordinator doing?
I think for the external we still need like the residence part. Is
Oh,
missing.
resident part missing, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost missing. So the resident here. So how will resident interact with the system?
So they will be making the request,
Yeah.
and they will be selecting the category which kind of service they want, and they can select their
Yeah, categories, various
preferable
categories of
timings
requests, yeah.
for the workers to come in
Yeah.
and do the thing.
And view messages, right?
So it's
Mm.
gonna work like as appointments.
Yeah. Make appointment for, no,
Make payment.
make payment, definitely.
Uh,
Make payment and,
They can
Who-
upload pictures.
yeah, for service request.
yeah, yeah.
And to book amenities. For example, party hall like that.
Mm.
Should we add upload picture or not over there?
Yeah,
Mm.
Have you done that?
to make service request, for example, if there is a damage on the wall, like this will be able to upload something.
Okay.
To the worker get an idea what's the
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the issue?
As a proof of what's going on, right? And next is like we're talking about college students. Let's say potential resident who is trying to come to the building.
Yeah.
How will they use the system?
They'll just view. They'll be
Uh,
able to view the.
They won't be able to log in, right? They won't be able to
They'll
log
be
in,
able
They will
to-
not.
but they will just look at the
View.
landing page
Yeah.
of this system. If there are any notices, anything. Okay, contact info. Yeah, so view landing page without logging in, that includes I think also like learning about updates, what's going on there. Yeah, these are external users, or external stakeholders of the system. Now, what will project coordinator doing?
He's gonna check how's everything going.
Yeah, coordinating group, right? And
I think we need to like clear the board and then write it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
With the small?
Just hold on. No. No.
okay, I'll remove this.
Done.
Yep.
Yeah, he says zoom in into the
Yeah.
next slide.
Yeah, communicating. Actually, coordinating, communicating. Everybody coordinates. Everybody communicates. But it's like coordinating communication, right? And what will developer be doing? What are their roles?
Coding.
They
Yeah.
do all the programming.
Yeah,
Coding or programming.
coding. And then
Backend and front end both.
yeah, learning stack. This thing. What will Q be doing?
Testing.
Testing the software.
Yeah,
Make sure the software is working in
yeah,
perspective, functionally and visually.
yeah. Making test plans and
Functional testing and
yeah. Executing those tests, right? Using the sample data. And what the business analyst will be doing?
He will like find the requirements,
Yeah.
gathering them,
Yeah.
translating them, and then organize the requirements.
To technical.
Yeah, yeah. And converting those requirements into technical documents, right?
Yeah. Requirements analysis.
Yeah. And what is the role of professor?
He will be taking care of the project.
caretaker of the project.
You'll be
Overseeing.
overseeing all the activities that these internal stakeholders will be doing, right? And he's like subject matter expert, I guess.
Rather monitoring the.
Yeah, monitoring. And if we have any confusion or anything, we can consult him, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so now how often these people will be using the system?
I think most frequently
With-
residents and
Support staff?
I think the
Property
most
admin?
frequently
This property.
probably
Yeah.
administrator
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he
you're right,
gets
yeah.
to see
Yeah, property
everything,
admin,
right?
Mhm.
If there are 200 residents,
Mhm.
200 units in that particular property, like he'll be looking at the messages coming in from all of them. So
Like
most
every
frequently,
hour.
almost.
Yeah. Every day they'll be like
Yeah.
logging in,
Yeah.
yeah.
And support staff,
They'll be using it
Very
too.
often, yeah.
yeah, a little less than property administrator, but they will also be using them frequently.
Residents as well.
Resident as well,
Yeah.
they have to use
Yeah.
frequently, maybe like weekly,
Whenever they
Yeah.
need
Whenever
Yeah.
they need
Yeah.
service, they can use
yeah,
it.
Right.
on need basis.
Sure.
And
Potential.
for his resident,
once in
Really?
a while, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
once in a while.
once in a while. And as our customer,
Very
Once in a
rarely.
month.
yeah,
because
once a
they
month
want to-
maybe, once
Yeah.
a
To
month.
check
Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
working fine.
Yeah,
If
to see the
there is
progress
any
of the
problem, he will
operations.
report
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
project.
And these every day working, right?
Yeah. they
Until
offer-
it goes to production,
Yeah.
these people will be working.
Even after that, they'll be
Yeah.
doing maintenance, right?
Yeah, maintenance,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
And since it's agile, it will
Yeah.
keep going
Yeah.
in and back, like
Yeah.
in and out.
Did you forget maintenance people here?
Yeah, we did.
Maybe, right?
Yeah. Maintenance.
Yeah.
Again, maintenance would be the same people that will come in to resolve issues.
Yeah, resolve issues, but they will be active once it goes into production.
Right.
So, what is the skill level for these external users?
For resident, it can be non-technical people and technical people.
Yeah.
So it's very,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Can be
some of
expert.
them may not know how to use the system. They may need some training or some help. For example, elderly people, children, right?
Do you know how to categorize it like in high, low, or moderate? High, moderate, and low technicality level?
Yeah, that will be right.
Yeah.
So this is, it can be all, mix of all.
Yeah.
Can be mix of all. High,
Moderate.
moderate, and low. Is our customer?
Low.
Moderate.
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 All right.
uh,
Right. Property administrator.
He should be able
needs
to,
to know how
they must
everything
know.
works.
Yeah.
Needs to
The
learn.
Yeah,
basic
it's with
things,
like
yeah.
high
High and moderate.
skill level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some will start
Right.
moderate.
So-
Moderate.
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 They may not know everything how it works, how the system is interacting, right?
Yeah.
But they will know in their domain.
That's high for everyone there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's it. I think
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
we have come to the conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like finally want to talk about the technologies again that we'll be using, so that we
Yes.
You can
yes.
write down on the-
So this will be the technology we'll be using is Monistat, MongoDB Express Reaction Node,
Okay.
and React on the front end, and Express is Node and back end processing,
right.
and MongoDB database. That's what we'll be using
Yeah.
for the system.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Aaron.
very-
Thank you.
Yeah, now we need to document all these things.
Yeah.
Do we need to
Yeah.
take pictures?
Yeah, that will be very